Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi has pledged to restore his government's authority in the east of the country, where M23 rebels have seized control of the city of Goma. In a televised address, he also criticized the international community for not doing enough to prevent the escalation of the security crisis. The fighting has forced about 500,000 people from their homes, according to the United Nations. Meanwhile, M23 are reportedly advancing further south in a bid to take more territory. DRC President Tshisekedi has also made it clear that he will not attend a crisis meeting with his Rwandan counterpart, Paul Kagame, whom he accuses of arming and supporting the M23 group, a view shared by other Western nations. Still in the DRC, the Southern African Regional Group, SADC, will hold a special summit on Friday to discuss the conflict and the way forward. The extraordinary session of the 16-nation bloc, which will take place in Zimbabwe, comes after 13 South African and 3 Malawian troops on a peacekeeping mission were killed in the conflict. There are about 2,900 peacekeeping troops in the Eastern DRC. In South Sudan, only one person has survived a plane crash which claimed the lives of 20 oil workers. The plane, which was heading to the capital Juba, crashed 3 minutes after takeoff near the oil fields in Unity State. Among the victims were also 5 foreign nationals, 2 Chinese and 1 Indian passenger, as well as 2 Ugandan crew members. The 15 other victims were all South Sudanese. The loss of the oil workers comes at a critical moment for South Sudan, as the country had just resumed oil production this week after nearly a year of suspension due to the civil war in neighboring Sudan. The cause of the crash has not been determined, but authorities have launched investigations. And there is another plane crash, this time in the United States. An American Airlines plane has reportedly collided with an Army Black Hawk helicopter in Washington, D.C. while approaching the Reagan National Airport. U.S. media outlets reported that at least 19 bodies had so far been recovered from the water after the collision. There are no reports of survivors at the moment. The mid-air crash took place over the partially frozen Potomac River, which runs parallel to the runway of the airport. The crash marks the first commercial airline crash in over 15 years. And that wraps up the news for today. Thanks for joining me and my team, and please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm Andrew Wasike.